It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I want to start off this video with congratulating England and Spain for making the final of Euro 2024. It's been a fantastic tournament. I really enjoyed it. England's game against Holland was just formidable. They were really, really good. Spain beating... Did Spain beat France? Was it? Yeah, Spain beat France. That was another good result. That was quite excellent. I didn't really watch that whole game, but well done, Spain. But it's the final. It's the final. England versus Spain. We've got two Spanish lagers brewed in Spain. This is not brewed in the UK. Fake Spanish rubbish. This is Mahou, brewed in Spain. Estrella, Galicia, brewed in Spain, and we're putting them up against two English beers, two very good English beers in Camden Lager and a beer I've not had for a number of years. This is Korev by St Austell Brewery, 4.8% ABV. We've got 4-pint mugs to carry on with here. German style lager glasses. So without further ado, let the excitement begin, and let's put these two great nations up against each other in brewing terms. So I'm going to open Mahou, probably Madrid, I imagine. AB InBev, brewed in Spain, Madrid, Spain. There we are. There's the bottle cap. Good amount of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. There we go. Look at that. 3-finger white head. Good levels of carbonation. It's amber coloured beer in the glass. $4.8 versus... I reviewed this a while, just recently, and it caught my 4.6% ABV, 660 milliliter bottle. There's the bottle cap. This is Camden Lager. Big fan. Big fan. Helles is a dialed down version of a Pilsner. It's not as hoppy as a Pilsner. Got a lovely amber, light straw coloured beer, not amber, straw coloured. Good levels of carbonation. 3-finger white head. Sticking with England. This is an interesting one for me. Korev, St Austell. There's the bottle cap. This beer has been out for a number of years. And it's just kind of like... It's kind of hung around. It probably has its supporters down there in Cornwall. I imagine on a lovely Cornish hot sunny day, I imagine it to be absolutely crisp and fantastic in Cornwall. You can pick all of these beers up in Morrison's, as I've done. They're 3 bottles for £6. Or you can buy them singly for about £2. £2 a bottle, something like that. 2-finger white head, good levels of carbonation. This is even more straw coloured than, nice and clear, straw coloured than the rest of the beers so far. That's, if you compare that to the Camden Town, it's slightly lighter than the Camden Town. Last but not least, Estrella, Galicia, 660 milliliter, 4.7% ABV, brewed in Spain, in Galicia in Spain. There's the bottle cap. Nice bit of smoke On the bottle opening, beer in the glass. There we go, look at that. Two finger white head, good levels of carbonation. It's an amber, clean, crisp looking lager. Right, as we poured the Mahou first, 4.8% ABV. Yeah, as we poured the Mahou first, let's get into the Mahou first. Let's aroma. Smells okay. The definitive kind of like Spanish lager. It's got that lovely crisp hoppy aroma to it. A little bit of stinging nettle, a little bit of sweetness from the malt. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's okay. It's okay. Water, malted barley, maize. There we go. Yeah, maize and hops. You definitely get that like mazy, corny, like syrupy type taste in there. Lots of carbonation. Quite aggressive with the carbonation. Then you get that maize. To be honest with you, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, it's quite cheap tasting with the maize. I did a Spanish lager thing about a month ago. I can't quite remember. I got a head like a sieve. I can't quite remember how Mahou... I don't think I liked Mahou as much as... not that much back then as well. It's a bit cheap tasting. It's mazy, it's sweet, it's cheap. It's bitter on the back end, balanced with the sweetness. I've had better lagers. Let's go across to England. I'm going to put this up against Camden Hell's Lager. Reason being, it's 4.6% ABV. It's slightly less in the ABV than the Mahou. Aroma, sorry. Yeah, it's just a bit more solid. A bit more solid in the aroma, this one. A little bit more malt. A little bit crisper, a little bit more definitive with the malt. Assertive, a little bit more assertive with the malt. Oh, miles better. That is lovely. That is lovely, lovely, lovely. What a start by England. Camden, London, for people who don't know. Camden Town Brewery, fantastic brewery. Even did AB InBev, as I think, so actually, AB InBev. It's ironic then that these two beers are owned by the same brewing giant, AB InBev, AB InBev. But the Camden Town is an all malt lager, an all malt Helles lager. And you can tell. Lovely, light, crisp malt flavour. A very German style beer, this Helles Lager. Very, very close to the German style of brewing a Helles Lager. Crisp, refreshing, nice and bitter on the back end. That's a cracker. That's a cracker of a beer, that. Camden Helles. Let's top it up. Back to Spain we go. So far, England have broken through the midfield here, and they're striding towards the Spanish penalty box. Let's see if Spain can hold out and defend a little bit here, because so far it's all England. This is a bit better. A little bit of sweetness there again. A bit hoppy. A little bit of stinging nettle. Prost. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. Now that's got a real lovely biting bitterness to it. Crisp, clean, refreshing, carbonated, strong Pilsner-like bitterness. I like this. 4.7% ABV. I like this Estrella Galicia. Oh, that's nice. Spain have blocked the England attack and are now punting the ball up the pitch from the wing backs, and they're looking to make a counter attack here. That's good. It's good beer. 23 EBUs, which is International European Bittering Units. 100 is as much as bitter can be. 0 is the least your palate can take on bitterness. So 23, it's not really kind of exerting that much bitterness, but it's quite a bitter beer. Right, Korev then. Korev Cornish Lager. Looks great. Again, clean, soft Cornish water coming through. Refreshing aroma. Little bit of maybe some lemon or something coming through here. Maybe some New World hops in this one. Oh, this smells fantastic. Let's dive in. 4.8% ABV. Oh, oh, now then. That is lovely. That is fantastic. Beautiful, soft Cornish water. Little bit of crisp malt. It's crispy, it's tasty, it's carbonated, it's so drinkable, it's so refreshing. So refreshing. And there's a lovely biting bitterness on the back end. It's all England. It's all England here. It's all England. So, right, we're going to drop a beer out here. Pardon me. Let's drop a beer out. I'm going to taste Mahou just to be sure. It's too rough. It's rough around the edges. Rough around the edges. Maize, cheap ingredients in the beer. A little bit of an astringent bitterness. That's a bit rough, that. A bit rough around the edges. Let's make sure then with the Camden. much better. Korev, better. Estrella, Galicia, yeah, even added much better. So we're dropping Mahou. We are dropping Mahou out of the game. Cheap tasting Spanish lager, that. It's funny, isn't it? You presume that if it's brewed in Spain, it's going to be decent, but I mean, you may love it. You may be right up all over that. And I don't blame you if you are. Everybody's tastes are different. But for me, compared to these three, it's a world of difference. Now I've got the enviable task, because these three beers here are good. These three are good. All about the same. 4.6 for the Camden, 4.7 for the Estrella Galicia, 4.8 for the Korev. I'm going to go Camden Hells versus Estrella Galicia. I don't need to go over the flavours again for you, do I? I just need to go over now the difference between the two beers and the reason why I think one should be better than the other. Oh. Slightly controversial. It's not calling itself a Pilsner, is it? It's calling itself a lager. This is just personal preference. But I just feel like on this occasion, and of course drinking the Korev too, see, now for me, the Korev is a slightly different beer. It's a slightly different beer. It's beautiful. I just feel on this occasion that the Estrella Galicia is a slightly better beer. And I feel like the Estrella Galicia is the better beer because it just has that more biting bitterness to it. I love Helles Lager. Helles Lager is one of my favourite styles of beer in the world. But this Estrella, it's difficult for me to pronounce, in the Spanish way, of course. It's just a bit better. Than the Camden Town. But the Camden Town is still very, very good. It's still very, very good. So we are dropping the Camden, even though it's superb. So far, it seems to me like England scored first and dropped out the Mahou. Spain come back and equalised with the Estrella Galicia Galicia. Now it's time for the, like, is there a penalty shootout? Is there extra time, or is there a last gasp goal from, oh, the Astro? Ollie Watkins, what a strike that was. What a strike. Right, it's Estrella, Galicia from, and versus Korev. Let's go. Estrella, Korev. I can say Korev a bit easier. A bit Welsh sounding, isn't it? Here we go then. Both beers, a little bit more lacing on the Estrella. Lighter beer with the Korev. It's a beautiful punching bitterness from the Estrella. Good carbonation, good drinkability. Korev. Oh, I haven't had this beer in years. I've not had Korev in years. It's fantastic. It's like one of the most perfect lagers I'd ever want to try in my life. It's wonderfully refreshing. The water is super soft. That beautiful Cornish water is making a fantastic difference. It's got these slight kind of lemony, slight grapefruity hop flavours coming through. Only very, very slight. But it's very, very nice. Very, very nice. Oh, I'm going to give it the win. I think I gave Korev the win the moment I tried it. But of course, we've got a video to make here, haven't we? We've got a little bit of excitement to create here, haven't we? But the moment I tried the Korev for the first time, I was like, whoa, that is good. That is really, really, really good lager. So Korev beats Estrella Galicia into second place. England with Ollie Watkins, or maybe Harry Kane, or maybe Cole Palmer. What an exciting opportunity. What an exciting striker Cole Palmer is for England coming through the ranks. Personally, I'm a little bit of an Everton fan. I was quite happy to see Calvert-Lewin pull on that England jersey. He just had a couple of years of injuries, which completely set him back. But let's hope 2024, with massive competition though, Calvert-Lewin can start scoring some goals again and force his way into the England squad. He's a very good striker. But of course, being an Everton fan, we got Jordan Pickford between the sticks. The wall that is Jordan Pickford. So, if you're watching this before the final, good luck to Spain, good luck to England. This was a bit of fun. This was a bit of a, you know, get your lagers out, ready for the Euros final type of video. I hope you like it. Estrella Galicia beaten the second place by Korev Cornish lager. It's beautiful. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.